It's lights out, and we're racing for the Grand Prix here in Barcelona. Perfect launch off the line for George Russell. Kimi Antonelli trying to get past Lewis Hamilton straight away. Lando Norris now has an opportunity to go down the inside as George Russell leads into turn one from Hamilton. Antonelli just holding off Lando Norris for third place. Behind Norris comes Max Verstappen in fifth, Oscar Piastri in sixth, and then comes Charles Leclerc already up to 7th on 10th on the grid, but it's George Russell who leads away as Piastri goes wheel to wheel there with Verstappen. Verstappen, though, keeping himself ahead of the McLaren as Russell leads from Hamilton, then Antonelli. Verstappen had a little look on the inside of Norris, but so far it's Russell in the lead from Hamilton. This is a start from Isaac Hadjar. Little bit of wheel spin as he came off the line, and look at all the cars just streaming past the man who was robbed from the podium in Monaco after the stewards removed Gasly's penalties. You can see the airborne view there from turns 1, 2, as through turn 3 we go round the outside, flat out goes Isaac Hadjar. A lovely move from the Red Bull driver. Oh, Charles Leclerc almost going into the back of Oscar Piastri there. He did well to avoid him, and he's kept himself behind the McLaren. Let's see the move of how Hadjar got past his fellow Frenchman Pierre Gasly right round the outside of turn 3, and the Red Bull says thank you very much. Isaac Hadjar is just not done with the overtaking show today. He's now going round the outside of turn 4 on Franco Colapinto. Leclerc's gaining on Piastri. Is he close enough to make a move on the McLaren? Not on this evidence. Piastri keeps his McLaren ahead of that Ferrari for the time being. Piastri doing well to hold on to 6th, but there goes Charles Leclerc round the outside of turn 3 on Oscar Piastri. Will Piastri try and fight back? No, he won't. Charles Leclerc, super move. Meanwhile, Isaac Hadjar getting past Liam Lawson and moving up into the top 10 then. Hadjar's not done with the overtakes just yet, as down the inside he goes on Ollie Behrman. 9th place now for Isaac Hadjar, and the Frenchman keeps the overtaking show alive here in Barcelona. He's up to 9th. Now he can get after the other racing balls of Arvid Lindblad. Lindblad can see Hadjar breezing past him down the main straight. Hadjar says goodbye to Arvid Lindblad, and that's 8th place. So right then, Lewis Hamilton into the pits, looking for a potential undercut on George Russell. Mercedes are expecting to stay out a little longer. Could this potentially play into Ferrari's hands? Hamilton's tucked in behind the McLaren of Piastri as they're trying to lap the Cadillac, the sole Cadillac of Sergio Perez. Perez gets lapped. Piastri keeping himself ahead of Hamilton for the time being. Hamilton is right behind Piastri though.
Lewis will be on a 3. We are still racing at Norris, so we need to keep these lap times going.
Round the outside went Lewis Hamilton on Oscar Piastri through turn 3. What a move from the 7-time world champion in the Scarlet Red Ferrari. Hamilton's fighting hard for a win today, and that is a move that proves that he's got the pace. Here we go again between the two Mercedes. We see them tangle, and thanks this season, will we see a swap between the two silver arrows down towards turn 1? Russell can see Antonelli gaining. Which way is he going to go? Antonelli's going to go to the outside of Russell. Russell just defends. Through turn 1, he's gone deep though. Through turn 1 and 2. Now Antonelli will have a chance to get past him through turn 3. No, he can't. And George Russell just keeps his low experienced teammate behind. The two Mercedes sticking 1-2 right now as Norris comes into the pits to see if he can put pressure on the silver arrows in front. Hamilton's gone through as Russell comes out just ahead of Norris. Antonelli pits, and now Lewis Hamilton officially leads the Barcelona Catalunya Grand Prix. Hamilton is looking comfortable at the moment to try and fight for this victory as Antonelli comes out just ahead of Norris, but the McLaren can now put pressure on the Mercedes in the back of the 4th. Yellow flag waving, and it's Fernando Alonso's stop, and they've got a virtual safety car, and this could completely play into the hands of Ferrari and Lewis Hamilton, because if they pit under the virtual safety car for the fresher hard tyres, they will inherit the lead. Here he comes then, Lewis Hamilton under the virtual safety car. To the end of the race. Is this going to get Hamilton ahead of George Russell? Nearly an unsafe release there with the Alpine of Pierre Gasly, but should be okay. Hamilton is coming out of the pits now. There's George Russell on the right hand side, and Lewis Hamilton officially leads the Barcelona Catalunya Grand Prix, and the VSC is ending. That was perfect timing for Lewis Hamilton and for Ferrari to pit under the virtual safety car, and that virtual safety car has kept it in the lead.
Great job, guys.
You can see Antonelli gaining hard on his teammate and nearest rival in the championship. Russell trying to squeeze Antonelli almost onto the polystyrene, but Antonelli gets the job done and sweeps past George Russell. Second place secured for the World Championship leader. He is looking to put pressure on his teammate every single corner. Russell trying to fight back, but Antonelli holds on to second and says, "Thank you very much, George. Now I'm taking more points off you." Russell's trying his hardest to get back. Antonelli slowing. Oh my goodness me! Antonelli! Kimi Antonelli, the championship leader, is going slowly, grounding to a halt after getting past his teammate George Russell. He's out. Charles Leclerc is also out of the race because of power steering issues. He left Mercedes at the end of 2024, went to Ferrari, won a sprint in China for them last year, and finally this year, he wins the Grand Prix in red. Lewis Hamilton wins the Barcelona Catalunya Grand Prix, and he is back on top of the podium. His first win in red. He's won for the Ferrari team for the first time.
Finally, what you deserved the first year that we were the same member. Thank you.
Ciao ragazzi, grazie a tutti. Marinello, thank you so much. You've helped me achieve this dream, and I can't thank you enough. Thank you for everyone pushing so hard. Back at home, I'm so proud of you. And to my family, I love you. And to the fans, thank you for continuing to remind me who I am. Couldn't have done this without you. Grazie.
Lewis Hamilton back on the top step of the podium for the first time since Spa 2024. He won the sprint for the team last year in China, but finally he is a Grand Prix winner for Ferrari, and that is a bittersweet moment. The champion, the legend in F1 is back.